Hi everyone. This is where you're going to be working with your partner. So for the next few problems that you're going to work on, this is the video you'll watch. Here we go with number 1. Sarah is purchasing pencils to share. Each package has 12 pencils. The equation n equals 12p, where n is the total number of pencils and p is the total number of packages, can be used to determine the total number of pencils that Sarah has purchased. Determine which variable is the dependent and which is the independent. Then make the table showing the number of pencils purchased for 3 to 7 packets. All right, so let's get that moved back down here. There we go. All right, let's take a peek at this. The first thing I want to do is I'm going to highlight. Let's look at the important pieces of information here. We need to know what is the dependent and the independent variable. And then we need to know to make a table just showing the number of pencils for 3 to 7. Because I already know the packages that they want me to use, I'm going to fill in my table. So here, let's change that to a pen. So here we have 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. We know that this is our x value, but here it looks like they used p for our x value. So I'm going to scribble that out, p. And then, let me see here, it looks like there's my equation. N is going to be my y value. So here, remember, because this is the x, this is my independent, and this is my dependent variable. So here we go. I have the equation n equals 12 times p. Well, we want to know, what does n equal when we let p equal 3? That's the first set right here. All I did was substituted my 3 in for p, and I know that n equals 12 times 3, which is 36. And I keep doing that for n equals 12p. So here, 4 is substituted for p. 12 times 4 is 48. Next, here I have p equals 5. Well, 12 times 5 is 60. If p equals 6, n is 72. And if p equals 7, n equals 84. Now I should have shown all the work here. So each time I would have put 12 times 4, n equals 48. Here, p equaled 5, n equals 60, and so on. Question number 2 with your partner. Charlotte reads 4 books each week. Let B, right there, so let's highlight 4 books. Let B equal the number of books that she reads each week. Let W be the number of the number of weeks that she reads. We need to determine the independent and dependent variable. And then, notice there's always 2 questions. We need to write the equation. Let me change that to green. Maybe. There we go. And then we need to write the equation to satisfy the situation. And then finally, step number 3, which we'll do in blue here, they want us to make a table for the books that she's read under 6 weeks. So think about the numbers that we have below 6, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So with that said, we're going to switch to the pen here. And I know that B is the number of books that she reads each week. So B is going to go right there. And then W, well, that's the number of weeks that she reads. So I want you to determine, do I have the independent and dependent variables correct? I'm going to mark this as my independent and my dependent. I want you to talk with your partner. Do I have them correct? Pause the video and discuss. I hope that you and your partner decided that, nope, he had them backwards. Remember, it's 4 books each week. Right there is my key term. So I'm going to take my 4, multiply it by the number of weeks, which was W, and that equals B. So, what we need to do is identify weeks 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Because remember, the question did ask us under 6 weeks. Well, now that I have my independent variable, which is W, my number of weeks, and I have my dependent variable, which is B, the total books read. Remember, the total books read is all dependent on how many weeks that she read. Let me erase that. There we go. We're going to put a better, that's a better W. So now all we need to do is substitute our W value into our equation and then solve. So here we have 4 times 1 equals B. Well, here, B equals 4. So at week 1, because she reads 4 books a week, she's read 4 books. Next, 4 times 2 weeks. Well, how many books did she read here? Well, here we have a total of 8. When she has 3 weeks, she read 12 books. When she was at 4 weeks, she read 16 books. And when we let W, or the number of weeks, equals 5, she read a total of 20 books. So now all I need to do is take these values and plug them into, actually not really plug them, but enter them into the table. So let's see if we've answered all the questions. We have determined what is our independent and dependent variable. We wrote our equation to model the situation, and then we made a table and filled in the blanks. So, all done. Partner question number 3. A miniature golf course has a special group rate. You can pay $20 plus $3 per person when you have a group of 5 or more friends. Let F be the total number of friends and let C be the total cost. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to circle a couple of things here because it's really important. Remember how we always circle numbers and underline what they represent? Well, here I have the number 20 and, let me get that back up there. There we go. And the number 3. The 3, well, that's the cost per person. The 20, well, that's the price we pay, whether we have 1 friend, 2 friends, whether we have 5 friends, 6 friends, 7 friends, we still have to pay that $20. The next thing that we need to do is that we need to highlight what the question is asking. First, it asks us to determine, let me change that to a highlighter, it's asking us to determine which is the independent and the dependent variable. The next thing that it's telling us to do, let me change that to yellow, write the equation that models the situation. And then finally, we need to make the table for the cost of 5 to 12 friends. Right there, they tell us what to put in the independent section, or the independent variable section of our table. So here we go. Let me see what color pen we're writing with here. Let's do purple. So we know that F is going to be the number of friends. So F is my independent variable. I'm going to abbreviate that. C, that's my total cost. Remember, from our lists, that tells me my dependent variable. And then, let me go back, I am so sorry. Right here, it tells us from 5 to 12. Those are the number of friends. So 5 friends, 6 friends, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 friends. Now let's look up here. We need to build an equation. Here we have $3 per person. That means we're going to be multiplying. So we're going to be multiplying 3 times F, because notice over here, F, well, those are the number of friends. Plus the $20 that we have to pay, that's going to give me my total cost. So I'm going to go through this rather quickly. All I need to do is take my F values that were given, and I need to substitute them in. So I have 3 times 5 friends plus our $20. Well, that is 3 times 5, which is 15, plus 20 is $35. And I put that in my table. And I keep doing that for each value. For 6 friends, that's 3 plus 16, which is 18, plus 20 is 38. I put that in. And I keep on going down. Notice how I'm showing my work on every single one of these. 7 times 3 is 21. Plus 20 is 41. And I'm going to keep on going down. 3 times 8 friends plus our $20 is 44. 3 times 9 friends plus our $20 is 47. 3 times 10 friends, which is 30, plus our $20 is $50. And 3 times 11 plus our $20 is $53. And then finally, 3 times 12 friends plus 20 equals, well, that's 36, plus 20 is 56. I'm just going to take these values, I'm going to plug them in to my table. Make sure that whoever's looking at this is able to read them. And it looks like I forgot one. That's why it's really important to do this in order, because sometimes you're going to skip some of these. And when you skip them, that could be a nasty mess. Let's go back up here. 44. 47 for 9. 50 when I had 10 friends. 53 and 56. Let's see if I have everything that I needed. Did I determine the independent and dependent variable? Yes, I did. Next, did I write the equation? Right there it is. And did I make a table? Yes, all done. Last one with your partner. Carlos is shopping for school supplies. He bought a pencil box for $3, but he also needs to buy notebooks. There's an important key, each notebook is $2. Let T represent the total cost. So remember, this is my independent, and this is my dependent. So total cost, that's going to be my dependent variable, because how much I have to pay all depends on what I buy. So let's see. T represents the total cost of supplies, and N represents the number of notebooks. Now, here we go. We're going to do this very, very quickly. We are going to determine independent and dependent variable. Next, we are going to write an equation that models our situation. And then finally, we are going to make the table for notebooks 1 through 5. Let's quickly go back to our pen. Let's kind of change up the color a little bit here. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Those are the number of notebooks. Now, let's go back and build this equation. We know that we are going to have a certain number of notebooks, and those notebooks cost $2 each. So I'm going to have 2 times however many notebooks that I purchase. But don't forget, we also have this piece right here, this pencil box, which is $3. And that together is going to give us a total cost. Now all we have to do is insert the values for our number of notebooks into the N value. So here we go. We have 2 times 1 plus 3. Well, if I buy 1 notebook, that's 2 times 1 is 2 plus 3. Well, that equals a total cost of $5. And I'm going to keep on doing that. 2 times 2 notebooks plus $3. Well, that's 2 times 4 is, 2 times 2 is 4 plus 3 is 7. Well, what if we bought 3 notebooks? Well, 2 times 3 is 6 plus 3 equals 9. Getting kind of sloppy here. 4 notebooks cost me $8 plus the pencil box is 11. And then finally, if we bought 5 notebooks, well, that's $10 worth of notebooks,